Yes. Welcome. Let's just come to our mats. Come on up to standing. Find your body. Recognize it's 2-2 today, February 2nd. Yeah, it's a good day. And then let's just pick up one foot and pick up the other foot. We're going to start with a little march and march and march and march. It's going to be March in a month. Whoa! We're on our almost up to 1 year of pandemic. Wow. Have you been keeping a journal during this pandemic? I started to, like the first month, every single day I wrote about the pandemic, and it was really helpful. Now add your opposite arm reaching. So you're still marching, but you're adding the opposite arm. But then life went on, and I set it aside, but I found it the other day, and I was really glad I kept that journal for the first month. It's interesting. Maybe I'll publish it. Yeah, I do have a book in me, I know. I've written several books, all one nonfiction and one fiction, but I'd like to write more. Okay, good job. Now, taking the legs very, very, very wide, wider than your mat, we're going to do a nice deep plie. So if your feet are off the mat, that's perfect. Your spine is straight, and we're just going to start with a little bit of a down and up, down and up. Good. I'm bringing my hands just to the prayer position. If I press my hands together, it helps remind me to keep my shoulder blades active. And, you know, a little bit of the straight spine helps me from leaning forward. We're not squatting, we're plieing. Good, go down as low as you can, no pain, but just a nice low plie, that's it. Low plie, cha-cha, cha-cha, good. Now it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. A one heel lifts. Same movement, maybe smaller, tiny, tiny. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heel down, stay low, and it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and this nice wide plie. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Other heel. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel down. And last 10, last 9, last 8, last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press all the way up. Walk those feet together. Good. And then from here, you're going to take one foot. I'm starting with my right leg. And I'm going to take it back behind me. Good. And I'm going to lean forward a little bit and stand on one leg. My arms are going to come out to the sides just to help with balance a little bit. And then it's a kick and a lengthen. Kick and lengthen. We got it for 10, ta-ta, and 9, and 8, 7, good, 6, whatever you want with your arms, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, lengthen your leg, and your leg could be all the way high like a ballerina. Your leg could be almost off the floor. Your leg could be anywhere in between. See if you can find a place that's just right for me. And then it's 10 tiny little lifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Pull your bellies in. 3, 2, 1. Add those two movements together. It's kick, lengthen, and lift. Lower and 9. And lift. Lower and kick. And lift. And kick. And lift. Oh yes. Kick. And lift. Woo! Kick. And lift. And kick. Oh, I forgot the kick. Lift. Really focus. Kick. And lift. And kick. And lift. Keep going. Kick. Oh yeah. Lift. And kick. and lift it. Last one, kick it and lift it. Woo! So I felt a little burning in my standing leg. That's what you want to feel. And I felt a little messed up in my brain, like that was a little challenging. Good, that's what we want. Okay, so other side if you can. Left leg comes back, and we just find that. Ooh, this guy's a little harder. So trying to find that perfect stance, and then it's kick, and 9, and just kicking, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. Hold it, find your poison. Is it low, is it high, where is it for you? And then from there, lift, lift, lift. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Add those two together. It's kick and lift, kick and lift. Try to do it. Kick and then lift. Yes. Kick and then lift. Kick. Ah! Lift. Kick and lift. Kick and lift. Kick and lift. Keep going. 3 more. Kick and lift. Oh no. Kick and lift. Kick. Lift. One more really good one. Kick and lift. And we did it. Woo! I feel that in my calves. I feel that in my standing leg glutes. Good job. Okay, grab a hold of your heavy weights if you have a pair of heavy weights. These are my 5s, not my 10s, but I like them like that. I'm going to use my ball. I've got my ball right here. I'm going to place my ball between my inner thighs. And then from here, I'll start out with hammer curls, but I do glance down at my feet, make sure everything's lined up, and I'm really squeezing my ball. I feel the activation through the core, activation through the glutes, just with the squeezing. Good, it's a hammer curl. So the numbers on the weights come right toward your shoulder and down. Good, keep going. Keep breathing. And pull it in. Good, so we took off for a long weekend. We went down south to visit our daughter and her husband in their brand new house. Wow, it was so exciting. We planted trees. They have a huge backyard. We planted trees. We went to the nursery in Ojai and saw plants. And we just had such a good time. I'm very, very, very blessed, and I acknowledge that. I think this is 10. Okay, we're gonna add on. So we just do a shoulder lift, in and down. When your children are in their careers happy, and they're successful, and they are married, or they have a longtime partner, and they have a house, oh my gosh, makes you like the happiest person alive. You feel like you made it. Now you can shuffle off this mortal coil with, while giggling and drinking champagne. You made it. You did your duty. Like your kids are successful. Such a great feeling. I know I'm bragging a little bit. I'm sorry. Okay, I think that's 10. From here, we just lean a little bit forward, and it's a lift as high as you can. And then from there, it's a small lift, small lift, small lift, small lift. Good. I think it's natural to brag about our offspring. I mean, I don't know. I know very few people who don't, brag in a certain way. But the worst was when I was at a party once. Remember parties where your neighbors would invite you over and there'd be, 50 people and a band? Oh my gosh, those were the good old days, right? So I was at a party and I ran into this woman, was talking to her, and she was complaining because her 2 twin daughters who were at Stanford, now hold here, bend and straighten, 2 Stanford daughters who were on the Olympic, I don't know if it was volleyball or field hockey. It was, I don't know what sport it was. I think it was lacrosse. Okay, probably lacrosse, right? They were on the lacrosse Olympic team. Oh, my daughters are at Stanford studying neuroscience, and they're on the Olympic lacrosse team, and they're so busy. Oh my gosh, they're so busy. It's terrible. I just don't know what to do. It's so stressing me out. So I think I might have had a drink. But it was great. The reason why it was so great because it made a little magnifying glass for me. And I'm like, oh, is that how I sound? Well, like my daughter's a biologist and she's married and she's happy, you know, whatever. But it just makes you, it amplifies your behavior. Am I doing that? Like that's not a good way to relate to another person. Brag about your kids. Oh, yeah, it brings up some jealousy in the other person too. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Okay, now we're gonna add those two together. So it's up, good, and bend and straighten. No, I didn't get it right. Up, bend, and straighten. Gotta focus. Up, bend and straighten. Good. Up, bend and straighten. I love this little tricep set. For me, it works really well. The back of my arms get very flabby. I noticed my grandmother was a ballet dancer. She danced for the Oakland Ballet. But she, in her old age, she didn't live very long. She died of alcoholism. Ugh, it's a terrible disease, I know. That's really why I don't drink. But anyway, she in her older age, I think she lived till 60. And then my mom all had the, hanging flabby arms. And it is partly genetic. It's partly genetic, so I have to work on my triceps, so I love this exercise. Good. Okay, last little set. Keep your arms lifted and just blast out. 10 to finish, 9 to finish, 8, 7, 6, keep going with me, 5, we can do it for 4, 3, try not to swing your arms, 2, and last one, good, and stand tall. Just those little arms, I'm gonna feel it tomorrow, and those are strength building. Take it into a nice side bend for me. Side bend, side bend. Good, and let's finish this standing segment today with a full roll down using the weights, if you have them. Weights or pretend weights are heavy, but you start with your head. Take an inhale, exhale, nod your head, roll down, and as you roll down, imagine your spine opening up like a porcupine coming into a ball. The quills would be lifting up and up and up. And when you come to a complete hanging position, wherever that is, let go of your head. Pretend that you've been transported under the sea, and then make it into a side movement, just small, and you're actually making a little bit of a figure 8. So it's like seaweed or kelp under the ocean. Breathe into your upper back. Breathe into the back of your lungs. And just hang for a minute. Can you nod your head just slightly yes? And can you nod your head very slightly no? Good. And do it one more time. It's a slight nod yes. And a slight nod no. Good. Holding on to the weights if you have them, use them as resistance. When you get to the point where you can anchor yourself with your tailbone, just think of yourself as a snake, and your spine lifts you up, your head comes up, and then finally you grow arms. Your shoulders are wide, and you pull your arms down, and you feel your shoulder blades. And this is your perfect standing posture. Maybe your hair is not perfect, but oh, who cares about that? We're hanging out in perfect posture. Take just a second to feel what that feels like. Everything's engaged, and if you glanced in the window or in the mirror, you'd be in A+ positioning. Yeah. Okay, let's transition to our mat work today. Make sure you have your ball. We're going to start on the ball. Yeah. That was fun.